With the release of Wuthering Waves, many people are having concerns about how bad or how good the daily grind is for this game, as many of us are still active players in Genshin Impact and are doing dailies there. And today, I wanted to compare the daily grind between the two games, just to get a good idea if one has better features over the other, what each game can learn from one another, and to help the player decide which one might be more efficient for them to do in their busy day. Starting off with the Wuthering Waves system, they have a point system in which you complete tasks which grant a certain amount of points, with the goal of reaching 100 points to complete your dailies. These tasks are mainly a mix of combat and non-combative activities, such as using your ult 3 times, doing a perfect dodge, parry, kill 15 enemies, pick 5 ingredients, complete a daily quest, cooking, complete a domain, all simple tasks that can be completed within a quick amount of time. While you're given a list, you don't have to necessarily complete all of the tasks, as each one will mostly give you 20 points. So out of the 8 tasks, you really only need to complete 6 of them, but this can vary. However, where I believe the system really shines at is that you can spin your wave plates while doing your dailies. Wave plates being the resin equivalent, as many of the daily tasks are combat oriented. This cuts down your daily grind significantly, as doing a resin while completing your daily task is a nice feature. Draining your wave plates to 0 most likely won't complete all of your daily tasks, but it will complete about 80% of them. And this is one thing that really makes Wuthering Waves more time efficient. Given how much bosses and domains cost in Wuthering Waves, it doesn't take long for that 240 to hit 0. Now each day you are given a daily quest, and this can range from having to talk to some NPCs to fighting mobs, and with the added skip button, this takes almost no time. However, on day 2 I believe, I had a daily quest that took quite a bit of time to complete. Quest was in fact so long that I had to double check to make sure that it was a daily quest. But since then I haven't received a daily quest that was that long, so just throwing that out there. Now there is one feature that I also want to bring up when bringing up the daily grind, and that's the daily battle pass task. I'm bringing them up because the battle pass does offer good free-to-play rewards for completing it. And they're pretty simple. Spend 180 wave plates, log into the game, complete your daily task, and there is one more. Absorb 3 echoes. Now, on paper, yes, this is simple. However, RNG, and there's no guaranteed drop rate for the echoes, so, you know. But of course, when you're killing an enemy, there's always a chance to drop an echo. This specific daily task is just a gamble on how long it'll take you. I say on average, maybe about 3 to 6 minutes. And this is about the only downside of the Battle Pass daily tasks. And there is usually a daily task in which asks you to absorb 1 echo, but that's just one, so 2 birds with 1 stone. Overall, I do think Wuthering Waves has a very good and efficient daily system, which helps the player get in and out. And if they want to grind for echoes, they can. Now, moving on to Genshin Impact system, they have a 4-task system, which can be a mix of combat, fetch, and short activity quests. You can get a mix of any of them, and you are limited to 4 quests, unless you do co-op and complete the remaining dailies in their world. And this is a very nice feature for the sake of time. It's usually easier to do 2 combat dailies in your world and then complete 2 combat dailies in a friend's world. However, luck may have it and things may not always align, in which I have had cases where I've only had 1 combat daily, my friend got 0, so we just cried. This is of course under the assumption that combat dailies are easier for the player. If you're someone who likes to do other activities or dailies, then you will most likely be in luck. But usually for the sake of time, combat dailies tend to be quicker. However, things do take a turn for the worse when compared to Wuthering Waves, in which dailies and wave plates can be done at the same time. Genshin Impact isn't like that at all. The 2 systems are entirely separate, which does lead to longer daily activity times. However, Genshin does have a system in which doing activities in the world, like exploration, doing the story, and most importantly events, will actually grant encounter points, which can replace your dailies. While yes, this will take up more time, you're able to hold off on collecting these rewards and saving them for another day, where you can claim them and finish your dailies instantly. So any event where it gives you a lot of rewards can actually do your dailies for a week as long as you claim them every day. However, you still have to spend your resin, but this is an alternative to doing your dailies if there is an event up. With that being said, of course, they aren't always up, nor will they always complete all of your daily commissions, especially the smaller ones, but it is a nice feature to have. Yet, due to the system and Wuthering Waves, you'll also be able to complete any combat related tasks in the event, as long as there aren't any specific conditions where it doesn't let you utilize your entire kit. As for Genshin's Battle Pass, the tasks are once again simple. Log into the game, complete your daily commissions, spend all your resin, and mine 10 rocks. You can knock out your commissions and your rocks at the same time, time just by doing your expeditions when you turn in your daily commissions. But once again, the resin and the dailies are separate. While you can go back and forth between the two, complete one daily, go fight a boss, or do a domain, it's still not as efficient as the Wuthering Waves system. Yet if you're someone who does have a bit more time to spend on this game, then the added bonus of exploration granting you encounter points is really nice, and the same can be said for Wuthering Waves, since going out and killing stuff in the open world will most likely be counted towards your dailies. This goes without saying, but if you're completing your daily battle pass objectives, this should net you very close to completing all of the weekly challenges as well. I do think Wuthering Waves has a faster and more efficient system than Genshin, but overall both games really take less than 10 minutes to complete, so it's not a huge chunk of time. But if you're really pressed for time and haven't bothered to check out Wuthering Waves or Genshin, then I hope this gives you a better understanding of the game system. I'm still playing both games and I've been enjoying both games. I've had a lot of fun in Wuthering Waves so far, so I hope it continues to just keep on getting better and better, and hopefully Genshin can implement some features from Wuthering Waves into their own game. I hope you win your 50/50s because I sure don't, and I'll see you all in the next one.